Hello, this is my second video of my video diary. I really didn't expect people to watch the first one, and I was kind of surprised to see comments there. There were people who really watched the whole thing from the beginning till the end, and I decided to upload more my thoughts and feelings here in this video diary, maybe to record each time when I feel at my lowest and when I have energy. Well, so I could do it every day, but I don't have energy every day, unfortunately, to reveal myself, to tell what I feel like, what I think about, because sometimes I think that people will just, those who say it will just think that I'm complaining. I don't really want to have hate comments here. So these videos are primarily for me to reflect on my thoughts on my situation in future, so I can see how I develop. If you find yourself in these videos, I would be really grateful to see your comments and to discuss them with you, so I know that I'm not alone in this situation. You know, there are plenty of such videos where people who are all to tell you what would I've done in my 20s, what I've done in this year, but they already gone through it. They already know what they did wrong, but they already have their successful life and their careers. But I don't see really a lot of videos from people who are struggling right now, who are struggling the same way as I do. So yeah, so the topic of this video is my main problem right now is comparing myself to others. This year I really understood that I'm worse than others. I've always thought that I'm one of the greatest students, I'm one of the most active children, one of the most outstanding teenagers, and have a perspective, a really bright future. Somehow, last year, I stopped thinking this way, and I saw that other people didn't. They didn't stop thinking this way. They still thought that they have bright future, and I think that, I came closer to the end. There was one girl on TikTok. She's from my country originally. So we kind of have the same starting point. Well, actually, she's from the capital of my country, and I'm from a really distant small town. So, no, we don't. But she entered one of the best universities in my country, in the capital. And I would only dream of this university. Currently, I'm planning to have my master's degree there. I'm doing everything to have the scholarship. I'm calling the dean office almost every day. I'm gathering my portfolio. I'm registering for competitions that will give me more scores. But I really doubt if I have the scholarship. So never mind. She had her bachelor degree in finance here at this university, and she graduated from this university at the age of 21. And she entered the master's program in Princeton University at the age of 22. No, at the age of 21, at the age of 23, she already graduated from Princeton University with master's degree of finance, of trading or something like that. And now she shows her life in TikTok, how she likes her life in America, how she's happy, what changed in her life. And sometimes I click on these videos that I'm not interested in them, just because I can't stand this feeling of jealousy, as I told you before. And I know that's not good. That's not a good feeling, and I hate it. But I don't know what to do, because I was taught by my mom to be happy when other people succeed. And I was always congratulating my friends, my classmates who succeeded, even if I didn't. But when time passed, I understood that I can't be happy all the time when others feel good and I do not feel good. I became more selfish, I think, or egoistic. I don't like it. Like I was a really, really kind, and I'm still a kind girl. I'm still helpful. I'm still kind. I'm empathetic. I know that. I don't like this feeling that I'm not happy about them anymore. I'm sad about myself. I don't blame them for being cool. I blame myself for being shitty. So this girl, now she works in a bank as a trader. She earns much money. She has like luxurious life. And she tells that in the USA she feels really young and happy, and her lifestyle changed, and her life has more colors right now. She found like really amazing people of different cultures. And I understand that's what I was always dreaming about. I was always dreaming about living in a multicultural world. When I lived back then in my hometown, there were no foreigners. And the only thing I would dream of is speaking English with foreigners. So that's why I started learning it in the first place. I always wanted to escape from the cage that I was trapped in. Well, I just thought that was a cage because I've always heard stories from others who traveled abroad, who studied abroad, who visited some language camps in other countries. And I thought that one day I will as well. The day never came. And what I did, I was learning English and talking English to myself. Like when I was taking shower, for example, when I was alone in a room, I would just practice it and imagine that I talk to foreigners, that I talk to people of other cultures, that I talk to Europeans or Americans. 10 years have passed, and I'm still doing the same thing right now in front of a camera. It doesn't seem like anything really changed in a good way. So yes, this girl, she's from my country. We have the same nationality, and I could have done the same as she did. And I understand that now I regret almost every decision in my life. I doubt everything I did. Whether I did it right, maybe I should have done it another way. I kind of see all the perspectives I could have back then, but I decided to choose the profession that I'm not sure I need. I loved languages. I loved explaining complex things to others. That's why I decided to be a language teacher. I learned English and French at university. Currently, I'm learning Chinese, but why nobody told me to go in finance or programming, something like that? Now I learned it myself. I went to the seminar by the university that I'm applying documents to. There was a free seminar about investment, something like that, and I understood nothing, but I attended that seminar, and after that I texted the host of the seminar. He worked in a bank, in different banks, and I asked him how can I gain some knowledge about finance. What books should I read? He told me about CFA exam and the student books to prepare for this exam, so I can have like the broad view of economics. And he gave me some links to YouTube channels that are made by some popular financial leaders. I don't know how to call them. I mean, these people, they're not just in TikTok. Sometimes I think, did Mark Zuckerberg believe that when he created Facebook, that people will not be just happy chatting with each other from different corners of the world, but they will feel anxiety most of the time, comparing themselves to others, that people will see the bright life of others and they will understand that their lives are cannot be compared. And when I hear that maybe you should use less social networks and just delete the TikTok application and look at the real people, I do. I have a friend, we lived both in that small town, my hometown. So she wasn't from the capital. At the age of 19, she could move to the US by the program Work and Travel. Now she's also 23 and she's living in New York she's been living there for how many? 4 years? Alone, with no relatives, with no friends. I mean, here I envy her courage, her bravery. Like, how could she do that? Because I always feel this fear. I don't know why, but especially this year, I quite often feel the fear of something bad happening to me. Like, I'm always waiting for the worst thing coming out of the corner. I'm always prepared for that. I'm always feeling this fear. I don't know how to become self-confident, to believe in myself again. Because I remember, like, 3 years ago, there was another situation. I was hoping for something better. I was really believing that each year will be better for me. In TikTok also, I saw different videos about making your wish list, but not about presents, but your wish list, like that contains 10 wishes for a year, like kind of your goals. So I made a big list of my goals. I wrote there 100 wishes that I would like to complete. I would really like to change my life. I would like to become the person that I was before. I would like to become smarter, stronger. Actually, this is my sportswear. I just came from the gym. I heard that you should do sports in order to feel better. I'm not sure if I'm feeling better. Actually, I feel a bit exhausted, but it's okay. I hope that in a year I will watch this video and I will laugh at what I felt like, because my life will not be the same anymore. It will change in a good way. And I hope that your life changes as well, that you find happiness, that you can have the bright side of your life will be the only side of your life. Just stay safe, be happy, enjoy life. That's what I want to achieve. Yeah, that's it.